This podcast is brought to you by The Healthy Hub.
Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Just to Kick It Is a Blessing podcast with your host, Keith Tupac Gatiramu. As you can see, today is a bit of a different episode, but it's a very good conversation with a very good friend of mine, And without further ado, I will let Uganda's number one introduce himself.
What's up, people? My name is Shushu Lubega. I'm from Uganda. I'm pretty much here to speak about mental health, spirituality, God, and the basics.
Yeah. First of all, like we've said, you're from Uganda,
Yes, sir.
So you've been here for what, like over a month?
About, man, I've been here 5 weeks. So I was actually here for 2 weeks, and a day before I left, I got COVID.
Yeah.
And shit, I've just been at home trying to quarantine, trying to figure shit out for the past 3 weeks. But it's been good. I've learned a couple of things, so blessed.
Yeah. How was that experience? Wait, first of all, before we even get to that, you studied here, yeah?
I did. I did all my high school here. So I went to Peponi first. I was back in year 9 because I'd gotten expelled in Uganda. I went to Aga Khan, Uganda, got expelled from Aga Khan.
Yeah.
Moved to Peponi. Unfortunately, I got expelled in Peponi as well after term 1. After that, I moved to Brayburn Imani and then finally Brookhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So you've been back for 5 weeks and everything. How's that experience been? And since moving out, you've been away from Kenya for like 7 years?
Not really. I think the last time I was in Nairobi was probably 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3-4 years ago still. Experience hasn't been bad. I've noticed a lot of things since I've been here. Unfortunately, the niggas I used to chill with and fuck with are still on the same bullshit, but it's all right.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of time people squeeze themselves in boxes they outgrew.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what I did, unfortunately. I honestly, I came back to Nairobi and I've done things I haven't done in years, and I felt like I let myself down. But obviously me getting the COVID was definitely a sign from God and the universe that I had to slow down and get back to my roots. So that's exactly what I did, bro.
Yeah. What are some of those things that you say people are still stuck in the box?
I mean, kids are still doing drugs. Kids are still running after pussy. Kids are still being fake. Like, bruh, man, it's crazy, but it is what it is, man.
Yeah. You thought like that's something they'd outgrow?
Obviously, man, when we were younger, we were doing some bullshit all the time, to be honest. Like, we were wild and chasing girls all over. Pussy was our number one priority. Like, mental health wasn't a thing. And eventually you grow and learn that there's just more to life, man. More to this beautiful thing called life. And I feel like a lot of people in Nairobi, they just haven't understood that concept, which is all right. Eventually, hopefully, through your podcast, niggas will get woke.
Yeah, no. But I understand, like, even when we talked outside before the show, and like, we can't keep on doing the same things we've been doing since 12, 13, 14, 15,
For sure.
Even in life, even a plant grows. So one way or another, you have to grow, but we're not here to judge anyone or anything, Each has its own,
Exactly.
Yeah. Talk to me about purpose. What do you think about purpose? And have you found your purpose yet?
I feel like life is a journey that never ends in terms of figuring things out, learning new things, finding out new things about yourself. But I feel like what my purpose is always been, because I'm a social person, but as well, like, I like to chill by myself.
Yeah.
And I'm into events. I'm an events manager. So what I do is I'm very good at bringing people together.
Yeah.
So one day I was actually praying and I got this message, like I was sleeping and I had a dream, and it was telling me that your purpose is going to be bringing people together to do great things, to help other people, to change the world. So because I'm good at bringing people together, So I'm gonna keep on doing for a better cause.
Yeah, so that makes a lot of sense, you know.
Yeah, man.
And I've seen like you're doing actually very well in Uganda with the events management and everything. How's that though?
It's quite interesting. It's because I'm passionate about events.
Yeah.
I'm passionate about bringing people together. I'm passionate about people having a good time. So I feel like, because I always used to beat myself up about money and how am I going to make money and when is the money going to come. But I realized when you don't chase these things and you actually just better yourself and you do what you love to do, the money flows. So like I feel like events is working out perfect. I'm passionate about it, so it's easy. I say it's pretty much easy, man.
Now that you brought the conversation of money onto the table, I'm gonna ask you something that a lot of people ask each other.
Yeah.
Money or happiness?
Happiness. I don't give a fuck about money, bro.
Yeah.
100%. I really don't give a shit about money. I mean, like it's a tool to give you freedom,
yeah,
to a certain extent, but it doesn't bring happiness.
Now, what would you say for someone that says you're privileged enough to have had the money, so you could say that?
I didn't grow up with money, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up with money. I feel like I've lived both lives. I've lived a life of we don't have that much money, but I mean, we're happy we're living. And I've lived a life where, shit, we had money.
Yeah.
But on this whole spiritual journey that I was on, it showed, even when I had money, it didn't bring me happiness. It didn't fill the void that I was going through at the time.
Yeah.
Different things were filling that void. And that's when I realized that money is just an instrument. It's just a tool.
No, like actually what you said was like, it's a very good explanation, because money is actually just a tool for freedom, which creates some sort of happiness, you know. Because even like what you said, like even for me, there's times where, actually I think the times that I've felt the least happiness is the times that I've had the most money with me, you know.
Facts.
Yeah. And I like remember there's a time I'd lost enough phones and my dad was like, I'm not buying you another phone, you know. You have to now work for your own phone so you could realize the value of money when you're losing a phone. And I remember I worked for my phone and I got my phone eventually. But when I bought my phone, I wasn't happy at all, you know.
Facts.
I thought that if I bought like the latest iPhone at that time, it'd make me happy. But I felt like it made me more sad, because that meant now I was more on social media. I was more focused on other people's lives than mine myself.
Factual, you know? Man. Factual. There's a law of the universe that talks about anything you chase will run away from you.
Wow.
You chase girls, you never get girls. You chase money, you never make that money.
Yeah.
You have to step back and just work on yourself, man. Work on your soul, on your spirit, on your physical, on your mental. And I swear to you, all these things just flow into your life like water, man.
They fall in place, yeah?
In place, easily. You're not even, because these days I don't even expect. I just wake up and someone is calling me. They're like, bro, we got this deal. Do you want to come do it? We got this meeting, come through. We got this event we want you to do. Like things just, everything falls in place. But you need to trust the universe, trust yourself, and most importantly, trust God.
Yeah. So you've talked about God and spirituality. Tell us a bit more about that, especially like, you know, where are you, you know? What's your side?
So basically, when I was getting expelled from all these schools, I feel like that was one of my lowest moments, because everyone's parents in Uganda were like, bro, you need to avoid this kid because he's gonna fuck your head up. He's done out here. He's a waste man.
Yeah.
I was in a pit.
Yeah.
I definitely was in a pit, but God had a bigger purpose for me, bro.
Yeah.
Like straight up, when I say he literally took me out the pit and put me on a pedestal,
yeah,
is exactly what he did. Because today, the same parents that were telling their kids that are telling their kids, bro, you need to be more like Shushi. You need to grind like Shushi. You need to get to this money like Shushi. So it's crazy, man. Like shit just works out.
It's crazy how life's changed, yeah?
Exactly, but I could not have done any of this without God. I really couldn't.
Yeah.
And I know it's real because I feel the emotions. When I pray, sometimes I shed a tear and I'm like, bro, how can you explain that to me?
Yeah.
You can't explain me crying when I'm praying. Like that's a bit too deep.
Yeah, no.
Being in situations close, near death experiences, and you come out of that without a scratch on yourself, and you're like, dude, how did I come out of that?
Yeah.
So many things I just can't explain, bro.
So now, like, there's always this issue, or okay, basically, I think I had it when I was growing up, where you think that if you're like spiritual or religious, there's that thing that you assume or other people assume that you're not cool,
Yeah.
So what do you tell someone like me? What advice sitting there would you tell someone like that?
First of all, personally,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck whether you think it's cool
Yeah.
or not. For me, I'm gonna do what I need to do, and that's just being
You.
a servant of God, to be honest. And I feel like the way people portray it makes it seem boring. If my parent tells me about God, or a pastor tells me about God, and this is another realization I came to, this is another message I was sent, that if my parents told me about God, or the pastor told me about God, it's not as interesting as a young homie getting money. He's happy, he's driving a nice car, he's looking good all the time, he's happy.
Yeah.
And he sits down with you and you ask him, bro, what's the secret? And you tell him, bro, it's God. That's it. Like there's not much to it.
Yeah.
It's God, and everything else just falls in place. So that's what I tell people. I sit down with people and I tell them, you look at me and you see how I'm moving, it's because of God, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Like even for me, totally, like I understand that. Like just the same way you said, like maybe you cry and everything. Like even for me, I have instances where just things happen in my life,
Thanks.
and I cannot sit down and explain why this and this happened.
Thanks.
Like even the job I got. Like if you asked me, would you have a job after grad? I wouldn't say anything. And how I got it, I was like, God,
Facts.
like I'm not gonna like literally like pick down the thing, but like it was just God, and what also the other issue is now religion, you get. So a lot of people say you have to, if you're spiritual or religious, you have to live a certain way. What do you think about that?
So my thing is,
Yeah.
life is about balance. I can never, when people ask me questions of who are you or what do you like to do, I never have a specific answer, because I feel like I'm a combination of so many things. Like I pray to God and I am a servant of God, but at the same time I like to enjoy what this world has to offer. Like I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna have a drink with my friends, I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah.
But at the same time I'm gonna be a man of God. Like I'm gonna pray to him, I'm gonna ask him for guidance. Like it's just about balancing all these things. Life is just about balance, bro, like straight up.
Yeah, because I think like a lot of people say if you're like religious or something.
And I'm not religious. I don't believe in religion. I feel like these churches, they're just making money off people, man.
Yeah.
They're making money off people. You're seeing pastors driving Bentleys and shit. Come on, man. You're a pastor and you're driving a Bentley. You have a mega mansion. There's kids that don't have food that night. There's mothers that are crying. And
now that brings me to, okay, but also, you see now, that brings me back to what you said. You said you're a servant of God, but you still want to enjoy the things that this life has to offer. So what's the difference between you and him? He's also a servant of God, but still wants to enjoy.
But when you're I feel like when you're a disciple of God and you actually choose that path, that what I'm going to do is spread the word of God.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't be making all that money off these people. These people are giving you their offerings, and you're going out here to buy mansions and Bentleys. This is money from people that are struggling.
Yeah.
That are telling you they don't have anything. That this is offering to God. Yeah. Offering to God doesn't mean you buying yourself a BMW or a mansion. What the fuck is that? If you have a side business and you're making big money from that,
that's true.
Shit, by all means, get that bread. But if you're using the money that you're getting from church to buy yourself these things, that don't make no sense to me, bro.
It doesn't make no sense.
Yeah, facts. You can be a pastor and you're a businessman and you're making big money on the side, but like
I've had the same argument with my dad before.
Yeah, trust.
Like,
I always argue with my mom, always about this. She's like, nah, but pastors are human beings and they need to also enjoy it. But man, you're using the money from the poor people to finance your life, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's a bit sad, especially when you see that some of the best churches is attended by the lower class of people.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
it kind of like breaks my heart a bit, but won't dive much deep into that. You know? I want to talk about social media, man.
Yeah.
Like, why do you think so many people are unhappy these days, though?
I feel like
And the part that
because of social media,
yeah,
people just compare themselves with others, man.
yeah,
And that's to be honest, that is the main thing why people are just not happy.
yeah,
Because of social media. You cannot wake up in the morning, look at a billionaire's lifestyle or a model and be like, fuck, I wish my life was like this.
Yeah.
I wish this person is way better than me, man. You're never gonna be happy if you compare. You're your own competition, man. Nigga, you wake up and grind for what you want. It's as simple as that. If you compare, you never find true happiness.
You think those kids that were told to stay away from you are now comparing? Because that's exactly
Yeah,
what
for sure, man. Bro, it's crazy, man. Because, I see, when I have conversations with niggas,
Yeah,
I can see it in their eyes that they have envy.
yeah,
They look at me and they're like, fuck, who the fuck does this nigga think he is? He's doing all these big things and me, I'm just out here on some bullshit. Like,
yeah,
I can see it, but I understood in life that how someone reacts is not my problem. It's because they have something is going on in their life that they have not dealt with, a trauma or some type of shit. So it is what it is, bro.
Bro, you actually said the craziest thing today. Today, I don't know why I woke up with this quote in my head. Is how you treat the world is a reflection of how you treat yourself.
Thanks.
You cannot be happy with the world and angry with yourself. It does not work like that.
You can't.
Yeah? And I actually realized that because for me, when I look at it, a point in life where I was angry with myself, I was really angry with the world. And I could see it with my relationship with my family, with my friends, with my, with my brothers,
Thanks.
with, everyone around me. I was just reciprocating that kind of energy to
Facts.
them, Yeah.
Facts. Bro, I live a very peaceful lifestyle, to be honest.
Yeah.
My mental health is number one priority.
Yeah.
So, and my thing is, whether you're my parents, whether you're my sister, whether you're my brother, whether I've known you since birth, whoever you are, I'll cut you out.
Yeah.
And I won't think twice. If you're costing my mental health, if you're toxic to my mental health,
Yeah.
I'll cut you off immediately. I don't give a fuck if we've known each other if we came out the same womb.
Yeah.
I'll cut you out, no cap.
And how do you make that kind of decision? Because even for me, like, even right now in my life personally, since we're being honest with each other, I'm gonna be honest with you. One of my friends that I grew up with is really putting me in a bad mental state. But I don't know how to cut him off.
Have you had that conversation with him? Have you told him?
I've told him several times, like,
Cut that motherfucker off.
like, and I've told him several times that, bro, look, let me tell you something. This is wrong. You can't keep on doing this and this. Oh, yo, bro, I'm sorry. What? We can work it out. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Again and again and again.
Yeah, if you keep forgiving him, he's just dragging you down, bro. He's gonna drag you down until you're at the bottom with him, bro. You need to give that nigga space.
Yeah.
This is what happened with one of my boys in Uganda, actually.
Yeah.
He kept on acting.
Sometimes
He was moving mad. He's always moving mad. And I told him, bro, I'm gonna give you some time.
Yeah.
To figure shit out. In that period, I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna text you. I'm not gonna holler at you for plans. You're not gonna holler at me for plans. I'm gonna give you time. When you figured your shit out and you're ready to move with me on this path that I'm on, let's move, my bro. But until then, I'm sorry, nigga.
Yeah, and how long of a period of time did you give him? Because
I don't give you a period. Everyone has their own
time.
Exactly. So if you're gonna take your 10 years to figure shit out,
Yeah. Because the thing is, I literally had the same conversation with him. Yeah. I told him, I can clearly see that you're going down a very different path from me, and I don't like it at all. And I'm gonna give you time to figure it out. The day you figure it out, text me and tell me, I think I'm now ready for us, to have a friendship or something.
right?
And he texted me one day and I thought it was okay. And then now we're in this sticky situation again.
Facts.
Yeah, so
then
What
you
do
give
you
him more
say?
time. You step back again.
I step back again.
You step back. Bro, your mental health and
Is
your
your number.
prosperity and your goals and your purpose in this life is more important than a friendship that you've had for I don't know how many years. Trust me. These people are leeches and they will fucking drag you down, my nigga. Like me, I learned that, and ever since then, I'll cut you out. Simply, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just have to. I just have to.
No, it's actually like, from like coming from you and everything, it's actually good to hear someone say that, you know, because I feel like someone's mental health is very important to them, especially in our generation, you know.
Facts, bro.
I saw like Kenya is what, 4th in mental health in Africa.
Yeah, young niggas is,
You know,
shit is crazy. Yeah,
that's
man.
a crazy number, yeah.
You just need to pray for these people, man.
Yeah.
Just pray.
Is it this bad in Uganda?
Nah, man. I think you guys in Kenya are just on some crazy shit. Like,
Yeah.
no cap. Like, in Kenya, you guys is crazy. Like, what I've seen in this 5 weeks since I've been here
Yeah.
is, number one, there's a drug pandemic, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate, but it's the truth. And me, like, before I came for the podcast, bro, I told you, like, I was wondering, should I speak on this shit or not? But,
Yeah.
like, you need to let people know the truth. And the truth is there's a drug pandemic in Kenya.
Yeah.
Niggas are doing all sorts of drugs at such a young age that it's fucking their heads up. And that's why the rate of suicide in the country is just going up, because there's no one to speak to these young people.
Yeah.
And they're doing drugs. Their friends don't know what's going on in their lives. Their parents don't know what's going on in their lives. They're depressed, they're sad, they're on drugs. Bro, like, it's crazy, man. Niggas need God and niggas need someone to speak to, bro. Like, if you're feeling some type of way, you need to speak to someone and tell them how you're really feeling about the situation and shit.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So like, you see, for you, maybe someone out there or listening might be say, it's easy to say because he's had his fair share of life, you know. So like,
I'm a young nigga, man.
Yeah.
I'm young as fuck. I'm only 25, G. Like,
Yeah.
But I feel like you have to come to these realizations. You have to actually see what's going on around you. Like, what's happening? And make decisions based on the crazy shit around you, bro.
yeah, and like, it's crazy. Like, even when you talked to me outside about this whole thing, and you said you have to say it on the podcast, and thank you for saying it on the podcast. Like, for you to notice it, it definitely means there's a problem and it needs to be addressed, you know. Because when I look at it, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
You know, like, I think they're saying 1 in every 4 Kenyans, you know, suffers mental health.
It's crazy, bro.
You know, so
Yeah, man. Like, niggas in UG do coke.
yeah,
No cap. Like, they do. There's people in UG that do coke, but yo niggas do coke. Like, niggas in Nairobi, god damn, bro. Bro, trust me. Like, the niggas I'm chilling with are trying to blow the shit in my face and shit, bro. Like, it's crazy, man. You niggas, you need to pray.
you need to pray.
You need to pray, man.
Yeah, so you,
Facts.
I'm actually happy that, like, you know, you're sharing honestly and truthfully.
Yeah, man.
You know,
It's about being honest. Me, no one can stop me from, like, talking my truth.
yeah.
Facts. That's how it is, bro.
And I think it's very important to you know, share your truths, and especially like, that's what this podcast is about, you know, real stories by real people, you know, raw and authentic, you know. Why do you think our generation is suffering with relationships?
Why niggas suffering in relationships? It's because they're going into these relationships for the wrong reasons, bro.
Yeah.
A nigga is feeling lonely. He feels like he needs someone.
Yeah.
Gets himself in a relationship. A nigga is thirsty. He wants some pussy. He goes into a relationship for lust, for things that don't, like, a nigga goes into it for money. These niggas are not falling in love with the person, with their energy, with their soul. They're falling in love with the material things or just going in it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
And you need to understand your partner, man.
You
You have to understand. You can't get into a relationship until, first of all, right now in my life, if I'm in a relationship, it's for marriage.
Yeah.
I'm not dating you just to date you. That's a waste of my time. I don't have time to waste, bro. I'm a young nigga, yes, but I have goals. I have a purpose that I need to attack. So if I'm dating you, it's to marry you. These niggas, shit, these niggas date you for like 5 months, 6 months, a year. Get tired of you.
The relationship comes with an expiry date, huh?
It's sad, bro, but it is what it is. They just need to really, before you get yourself in a relationship, just, do I really want, can I see myself with this person?
Yeah.
What do I really like about this person? Do I fuck with their energy? Are they toxic? Things like that, man.
But then now also, it like brings me to my next question is, how do you know the kind of person you want to be with if you don't experience other relationships?
No, you have to.
You have to.
You have to. I feel like it was very important for me to be in the relationships I was and move the way I moved.
Yeah.
To understand that, fuck, I need to stop fucking up.
Yeah.
And the next person, I know exactly what I want, so that I'm not wasting time.
Yeah.
And I know that this person, like if I'm with this person, I ask them out, I see a future with this person. And it's not just to fuck around, man. There's no time.
Been in Nairobi for like 5 weeks. Have you seen how toxic the relationship environment is?
Bro.
Yeah.
No, like, no cap. Nigga. I don't even want to mention these niggas, bro. At my apartment, I had these niggas come over.
Yeah.
Bro, first of all, this nigga was drunk. He was trying to beat his bitch in my apartment, bro. Like, he was trying to flex his bitch in the apartment. We're trying to get him out. So one of my boys kind of pushes him. He pretends to hit his head on a wall. He pretends to collapse.
Yeah.
He starts crying on the floor.
Yeah.
Now we have to carry this nigga outside. We carry him outside, lock the door. This nigga is kicking the door, waking up. This is at like 3 in the morning, my G.
Yeah.
He's banging on the door.
Yeah.
Shouting, crying. I'm like, bro, you're a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
You cannot act like this. If your shorty doesn't want to leave because she's scared that you're going to beat her, go home, my nigga. Sober up, and in the morning,
Talk to her.
have a conversation with her, bro. Nairobi relationships are just, they're crazy as fuck, dude.
Is it the same in Uganda?
Nah, not really, man. I feel like in UG it's calmer than Nairobi. It's like going to Rwanda. You can never compare Rwanda and Kenya. Niggas in Rwanda are calm,
Relax,
chilled, relaxed. You come to the nigga. It's the same with UG. UG is
It's a bit relaxed.
yeah, it's a bit
You
relaxed.
think there's something in our air?
Sorry?
You think there's something in our air?
100%, bro, man. 100%. Shit. Damn.
Huh?
I don't know what it is, but anyway, it is what it is.
It
bro.
is, yeah. But yeah, first of all, actually, now that you've actually told me something, you reminded me actually something.
Yeah.
You said how, you know, UG is very small actually.
Yeah.
So when you getting expelled, it's like everyone knew. So how did you actually take that?
When I did what?
When you said you were getting expelled from
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
schools
yeah.
and everyone was saying stay away from you, how did you ever take that?
So the young nigga, obviously the young niggas my age are like, bro, you're cool ass nigga, shit, nigga, you're getting expelled at age 12, nigga, shit, you're too bad.
Yeah.
But obviously the older you get, you understand that these niggas don't have the best interest for you.
Yeah.
They're just, you're a cool nigga, you're getting expelled, you're fucking niggas up, you're doing all this shit, you're a cool nigga, but I understood that none of these niggas have the best interest.
Yeah.
So it was what it was, man. Shit.
Yeah, first of all, how do you even get expelled from like 4 schools, 5 schools, bro?
I was just a wild nigga. To be honest, no cap. I was doing the most. I don't know, man. I feel like what happened was, so I was in the Ugandan system
Yeah.
until primary 6.
Yeah.
So the primary ends in P7, primary 7, then
Yeah.
you go into high school. So I was in the Ugandan system till primary 6.
Yeah.
My parents moved me to an international school. So I'm in a local school.
Yeah.
And then you just moved me to an international school. Now I'm seeing all these girls
Yeah.
that I've not seen before. All these girls are saying, bro, you're looking fresh, fly. I've never had a shorty tell me, nigga, that shit propelled me on it was like a drug, bro.
Yeah.
I was just wilding, nigga, just for the bitches, nigga.
So it's like
As a young nigga.
So you feel like all these things that led you to being expelled, or even getting expelled in itself, was because you wanted to seem cool, because you felt like you had a role to play.
That's what it is, man. Yeah. You wanna be a cool nigga. You wanna be the hardest nigga. You know what I'm saying? You wanna set a name for yourself. So I feel like that's the path I was on, and obviously it led me into situations I should have not gotten myself into, but it definitely
Taught you.
too much. I wouldn't be the man I am right now if I didn't go through all these small things. So grateful.
Even me, I feel like when I look at my past, I feel like there's so many things I've wanted to do to be cool. You get? And then especially, you know, when you have a name like Tupac, you feel like there's such a huge like thing.
How'd you get the name, bro?
When I was born around the same time he died.
Okay.
So then it started as a nickname and then now eventually became my real name. So it's like basically on all my certificates and everything. But like to bring you back to the story was like, I felt like I had such a huge position to feel, especially because, you know, he was a gangster, you know.
Yeah.
And here's this boy in year 6, year 7, nerd, glasses, high waist pants, you know.
Yeah.
So I think like after now, like year 7, year 8 is when now my life took a turn, you know, started sagging pants, chucked the glasses, you know. I started, you know, wild, you know. You get, so.
Yeah, man, I feel like pussy has such a grip on niggas.
Yeah.
And that's what it was as a young nigga that, bro, pussy is so powerful, my nigga. Like, if it's a drug. And if you don't figure out how to control your sexual urges,
yeah,
it'll be a downfall, man. It'll be a downfall. One of my friends told me this story about, I think it's even, I don't know, it's one of these spiritual stories that in your life, you're going to come across one female that you have never seen in your life. She's the baddest, pangest, has her money, everything. But if you sleep with that girl, it's like you've slept with Jezebel. You've signed your contract, you've lost, everything you've ever worked for, you've lost. If you cannot control yourself in that moment with that bitch, down out here.
Yeah, it's true.
How many niggas can meet their dream bitch and say, I'm not gonna fuck her? How many niggas? Whether you think you're the hardest, most spiritual, most woke nigga, how many niggas, bro?
It's very true, man. It's very hard, actually, yeah.
Nigga, you really need that, like, self-control. You need God, you need prayer. Like, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like, when I look at it, it makes a lot of sense, you know, like, we take so much, you know, for granted, you know, like,
Right.
and what you said, you know, spirituality and power and, you know, and, okay, I just have to say this, but like you said, yeah, like, we fail to understand that sex is very powerful.
Too powerful.
You know, we've grown up in a generation where it's deemed as cool.
Facts.
And the TVs constantly show it and a lot of people have jumped into that fence without realizing the power it has, you know.
Facts.
And even like for me, I sat down with like an older person, and you know, like he told me that he's a virgin because he understands that during the whole process, there's spirits that are exchanged.
Facts.
And if you end up getting with the wrong person, it can affect your life for even years.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. That is very true. And that's why I'm so particular on who I'm with.
Yeah.
Or who I sleep with.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's not about pussy. I don't give a shit about that. You could be the baddest thing, but I will not do anything with you. First of all, if I do not feel that connection, if I don't feel the energy is pure,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna touch you, man, because I know, bro, I can catch a demon from sleep with a shorty and catch a goddamn beast from hell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. So I'm not playing with none of that, man. It's real shit. You guys need to stop like fucking everything that you see, man. Trust me, man. Pussy will be your downfall. No cap. No cap. And when you're with one woman as well, you're just more focused. When you're not chasing pussy and you're with one individual, shit, you're focused, man.
Yeah, I see a lot of quotes that say like behind that successful man there's that
Facts.
woman that's holding him in line.
Facts.
And I guess that's the importance of having the right woman behind you.
That is very true, my brother.
Yeah.
That is very true.
So as we come to the end of this podcast, I usually ask my guests 2 questions.
Let's go.
The first question is, what advice would you give a younger you?
Damn, bro. A younger me, I just wish I had found God earlier.
Yeah.
Because I feel like then maybe I'd have made better
decision.
decisions. At the same time, I am who I am because of what I went through.
Yeah.
You get me? So like, I don't know, man. I don't know. All the experiences I've been through have just led me to here. So I can't really, apart from God, that's pretty much it, man. Shit. And maybe, love harder, man. Just, life is about love and happiness.
Yeah.
So,
I think the number one rule for life is, or the number one thing that us humans want is to love and be loved.
Facts.
Yeah, I read that in a book, or I can't remember which book.
Yeah.
But I remember it said, every human out here wants to love and be loved.
Facts.
Yeah. So,
Life is about love. It's not about money. God is love. Enlightenment is God.
Yeah.
Like, it's about love, man. When you truly love and love everything and everyone, you get that feeling of God is within you.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it is.
yeah. Before I get to the second question, I just remembered something I wanted to ask you. Do you believe in the thing for mind, body, and soul? Because you seem in terms of your health, because like even sitting down talking to you, you seem very focused, well connected with yourself.
Yeah, 100%. I believe in that 100%. Guys, if you cannot control your mind, you will never succeed in this life. If I told you guys at home to close your eyes and think about nothing, 99% of you are going to fail that. Without a single thought disrupting your mind, 99 of you are going to definitely fail that. So I feel like if you are in control of your mind,
you're
in control of everything, nigga. And like, trust the universe, the energies, all this shit is real. Your diet is very important. What you see, what you watch, what you hear, what you touch, what you feel, all these things lead to enlightenment, to God. So, yes sir, man. The mind is very powerful.
Yeah. You're telling me that there's some power that when you started going to the gym you got.
Yeah. So the main reason I went to gym is because when I was in Peponi, the older kids, they used to bully me because I was getting with the shorties in year 10 when I was in year 9. So I was like, you know what, fuck all this shit. I need to get some muscle. And now when I meet the same niggas, they're on my dick, bro. They're like, bro, let's do this. I've seen how you're moving. I'm happy for you. I'm like, bro, come on. I don't even fuck with you like that. Why you? But like, it was, when I hit the gym, it gave me a confidence that I hadn't had before. It was a ripple effect. So like, I got to gym and now I want to eat better. Now I want to eat better. Now I want to take care of my skin. Now I want to take care of my skin. I want to grind harder to get this money. I want to take care of, it was just a ripple effect. Yeah. So I feel like all you niggas out there should actually get yourselves in the gym. I feel like it will definitely open bare doors for you. Trust me, bare doors.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Anyways, now to the next question is, what advice are you telling an older you? If you started this sit, what are you telling the 40-year-old you?
I don't know, because the 40-year-old me is definitely going to be 10. If I'm only 25 right now and I know what I know and I move the way I move, I can only imagine what the 40-year-old me is going to be like. I'm probably going to, damn.
But like, is there anything you tell your future self? Like, okay,
just always remember why you started this journey of enlightenment and why you became a servant of God and why you took care of your mental health. Because a lot of the time I find myself forgetting why I started this journey and I go back to the habits I used to do back in the day. And I feel like I just constantly have to keep reminding myself, Shushu, you're on this journey because of this. Stick to it. The rewards are there. All that shit. So I just tell him, I hope you stuck to the script, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Any closing statements or anything you want to tell the crowd before you go?
Yeah, man, guys, just take care of your mental health. Put your happiness first. Peace of mind is more important than money, than anything out there. If your family or your parents are telling you some shit that doesn't resonate with you, doesn't bring you happiness, or whoever is telling you that shit, I mean, you can listen to them, but at the end of the day, when you're dying with your mental health, no one's going to take care of your mental health apart from you, man. So, end of the day, put that shit first. Put God first. Trust yourself. Trust the process. Be patient. Everything will work out.
Yeah, bro. Thank you so much for coming as a guest.
100%,
I really appreciate it, man.
Much love, Maji. Thank you for
I'm looking to have one in Uganda, hopefully, man.
Please pull up. Pull up, Maji. So love for that, man.
We'll see how we can make it work.
Love and respect, my brother.
Aye, man. Thank you so much. For those who have tuned in today, thank you so much for listening, and see you next week. Goodbye.
Yeah,